guess there was national. What do you hate me? Why can't I stand and walk away? Why is it so damn hard to stay? I'm sick because I have something to say. I'm sick of all your problems lately. You need your drama so you keep me around. If things ain't getting any better, really down soon. I'm sick and tired of being pushed around. So I keep waiting for the storm to save me. When everybody wants to shut me down. And I ain't hearing all the words you gotta say to me. Right now I'm trying to figure you out. When you bring me down. Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me? Why you try changing who I am? Now why can't I make you understand? You don't understand that you always about to come to an end. No one ever gave a fuck until right now. And they're all like, I'm giving it up. Fuck it, I'm not giving everything I ever had to give. But right now I'm just not giving a fuck. So what? So I'm waiting for the storm to say what? But you can bet I'm getting sick of your lies. Well, I know all what you gotta say. Then why should I wait until you bring me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why you keep dragging me down? Still racing to the ground. I ask you why. Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why. Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me? Yeah, what's it always gotta be like that? You know it's always your way. Look at your seat past that, yeah. The one day you're gonna understand that you've been buying your words for too long and no one cares. Now all these people that you keep on your side, and they don't know you like I do, and all the secrets that you try to hide. Chasing where I always look at you. You stop the night with my back, twist the turn, and now I'm throwing you. You bring me down. Every time I turn around and I ask you why. You keep dragging me down. Still facing to the ground. I ask you why. Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why. Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why. Why do you hate me?
Well, what's crack-a-lagging? Back at another stream here, Bad Apple Media, in my real crappy Arial font from 1990. Oh, the constructive criticism just hurts my feelings. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. But anywho, I'm here. I'm queer. I know what's going on out here in the world. Well, as the title says, the YouTube channel, Welcome to This World, his preliminary exam is tomorrow. So this is the eve of his preliminary exam. And I just wanted to touch bases with y'all to let you know that I will be attending the hearing tomorrow. And just to make sure that we're all good while we're here, I'll check the docket of entries to make sure that the old Ian Pfister will be going tomorrow if they didn't change it up. Let's just make sure. It's not what I want. So I don't think that they changed it. I'm sure that the court would have called me to tell me, because they were very, very excited for me to do the media coverage for this. Yes, they were. So let's see if it's still on here, which I'm sure it is. I'm typing in his name right now. Typing in his search results. I can pull this up here. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at to give you an idea of what's crack-a-lacking back in the back screen here. So here we go. This is the case. February 11th, 2026, 9:30 a.m. See if they added any more charges on this case. His attorney's name is Kenneth Karam. Yeah, he's lucky. They still only gave him one charge. They can always increase the charges at any given time. I'm shocked that they gave him a personal bond. And we got Judge Michael Hilowich will be hearing this preliminary examination. I did reach out to Zimmerman Meat Market today to inquire if they were, oh shit, I forgot to add to the stage. My bad. I did inquire with the Zimmerman Meat Market to see if they were Robert, the victim in this case, if he was going to appear, and his daughter Sarah. Unfortunately, when I called, they weren't in, and I attempted to call back, but I didn't get through. So I'm not going to try and chase them down or whatnot. I'm sure that they will be there. And so we'll wait until the morning and see what pops off. So yes, still scheduled for tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. right here. As you can see, I will be there. So how's everybody going over here in the chat? We got Biscuits and Groovy. We got the old Taco Shell. Got Lynette hanging out, and there's a few lurkers in the background who are afraid to speak, which is fine. Hello to you lurkers. But you know, I'm not going to be on here long because I got to prepare my journalistic script, I guess you could call it, for tomorrow. I'm going to keep it as professional as I possibly can. I'm not, I highly doubt, so I'll say I'm not allowed to live stream in the courtroom itself unless some miracle occurs and the judge allows it, which is fine. If it's not, you know, I can record it and upload it after the fact. I will be going live from the outside of the courtroom, the courthouse, in the morning prior to the hearing, and possibly reaching out to Ian Pfister and his wife Pamela to see if they had any extra comments to say, just to see if they were willing to speak about the case prior to entering the courtroom. I highly doubt if I'll get them to talk. They'll be clammed up, probably referring to me as a scumbag and a moron, and probably some few other derogatory names because they don't like to be recorded. Ironic, they don't like to be recorded. So anywho, I will try to keep it as professional as I possibly can. and do a actual report like you would be watching, I don't know, I guess your local nightly news as best I can. And let me see here. Excuse me. Pardon me. And for those of you who are unaware of his channel and the content that he has on his YouTubeage, he's got a lot of the same type of stuff. His live streams are fairly the same. It's pretty uniform across the board. And he just basically walks around window shopping, as they say. Very few of his videos are of what a true auditor would be doing. An auditor, the ultimate auditor, is contracted by the state, and they break into courthouses to check and see how well the security holds up to hackers and whatnot. That's the ultimate type of auditing. What's up, Jethro? It's not. It's legal to Hey, who am I to tell people they can't lurk? As long as they watch, I guess there's nothing wrong with it. You know, like Johnny Cash says, or excuse me, said, he's no longer around. Well, maybe he is. I don't know. But what Johnny Cash said, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Or excuse me, the only time there's any bad publicity is when they spell your name wrong. Yeah, that's the only time there's bad publicity, I guess. So there's a lot of content on Welcome to This World Media. He's got 566 videos. He's got a subscriber base of 22,000+. He calls himself Fire and Ice, him and his wife. They're civilian journalists, as he describes himself. And let me get this clear to any of you. I do not have an issue with exercising your First Amendment. But let me put in a caveat. However, I do not agree with harassing people while they're outside of dispensaries or while they're eating dinner and things of that nature. It's just become quite the nuisance for these individuals to use that type of content for their channel. But they can do whatever they got to do. If they need to make a couple of shekels, then that's what they need to do. I guess I'm not their, who am I? Am I my brother's keeper? And he's got a bunch of videos over in his video selection. A lot of them are, I watched one the other day. Where was it at? Let me see if I can't pull it up. Let me see, where did it go? He was outside. They were in Fenton. Here we are. Is this it? Is this the one? No, this is the one. This was the one here outside of a restaurant in Fenton where they're recording inside of a restaurant from the public street. Again, you got Michigan Constitutional Crusader hanging tough with them, which is Matthew, aka Matthew Rosh. Oh, they're just sitting there, trying to mind your business, having dinner, and you got a bunch of creeps looking in the window at you. Oh, it's funny that see again, he likes to carry his gun here. It's his Second Amendment right to carry his gun, but it can be quite an intimidation factor to some people. It's not going to be an intimidation factor to all people, but it can be. Let me see this guy right here. I found it quite funny that he came and gave them a little taste of some of their own medicine they didn't like. Pam Cam, calling him a creep. Let's see, get to the part where, is this it? No, this is, this is the point, is that they're just here. See, he's already probably grabbing his pepper spray. Oh, we're getting what we want. The big guy's coming out. And this is the problem that I have with this, is that you guys they're looking for trouble, and they're going to find it. They're going to find a big guy who's not going to take them. He's going to drop you guys on your nugget. No matter what, you can carry a pistol all you want, but other people carry pistols too. They just don't open carry it. You don't know it. And this is the problem that I have with it, is that you guys are antagonizing people, and you're just annoying, man. Leave people alone while they're trying to have dinner. That's just, it's on the edge of disorderly conduct when you're peeping in windows. If you didn't have a camera and you were doing that, of course it's a public place, but you're going to get a zealous prosecutor, and they're going to charge you, whether they're successful or not doesn't much matter. But you're going to have to go through the process. You might get a shitty attorney, and the attorney may railroad you, and you're going to get a conviction on your record. Just look at the old Michigan Constitutional Crusader. He's got several convictions on his record for exercising his First Amendment right. He's got disorderly person. He's got trespassing. He's even got a stalking charge. He's been in the news for lurking around elementary schools. Is this what you guys want? Is this the attention that you need? Well, I guess you're going to get it. This is the type of stuff that they're looking for. They want this. Oh, she didn't like that? What? Why the fuck would you come near me, you creep? Well, it says, right, it's a public bench. It's funny that when you give them back what they're giving to others, they don't like it. Like I said, when I was outside the courtroom on January 28th for the probable cause conference and recording them, they didn't like it too much. Now, Pam doesn't like the fact that this man came and sat down next to her on the bench. Now she wants to call him a fucking creep and start insulting him. Well, he wouldn't have sat down on the bench next to you if you wouldn't have been stalking his family through a window at a restaurant where he's trying to eat now, right? Does anybody see the irony here, or is it just me? Can anybody see the irony? Anybody? No? Now listen to Ian. Listen to what his first response is. Listen to him. Not, I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna do any. I'm not. I'm gonna fisticuffs with you. Listen to what he says. You want to get some pepper spray in your eye. It seems to me like good old Ian boy here has been attempting to attack people for a long time. He's always on the cusp of ready to attack. He's like a pit bull with some venom in his hands, or I should say a chihuahua. Excuse me, a chihuahua with venom. That's what he is. Because if he was a tough guy, he would defend his wife, not with pepper spraying somebody in their eyes, but manning up. I don't think that old Ian Pfister is capable of manning up. That's why he uses pepper spray on people. You're recording his wife. This man is sitting here having dinner, and you guys are recording his wife and his children from outside. You don't find that creepy. But see how butthurt they immediately get when the tables are turned. You know who the fucking weirdo is? The dude on a corner walking down the street, recording people while they're trying to eat dinner and minding their own business. I think that would constitute a fucking creep. It's the pot calling the kettle black is what it is. It sounded like you were crying, Ian. It just sounded like you were crying. What the fuck are you doing? You're doing around my wife. Sounded like you were crying. He doesn't sound like he's crying. It sounds like he's just saying, hey, man, leave my fucking wife and family. Why don't you go find something to do? You're weirdos on the street. The only one crying is you, Ian, and your wife, Pam Cam. Seems like you two are the ones who are doing all the crying and that you're the fucking weirdos. Shut the fuck up, True North Transparency. You're speaking of a coward. Speaking of a coward, you got True North Transparency right here. I watched a video of him outside of a Greek restaurant, and he was running his dick sucker, telling the guy that you're gonna be sorry you do that, and you're gonna. He would whoop your ass, bro. And your only response is to call the cops. Shut up, you fucking coward. Get the fuck out of here. Watch me. Wait until you get arrested. I'm going to come and fucking take your trial and put it online too, motherfucker. You bitch asshole. Shut the fuck up, True North. You coward. Why don't you call your little boyfriend and tell him to come on here and to say something? Why don't you call your little fucking boyfriend? You're the tool, True North Transparency. See, you guys, my whole 8 view. I don't do this for views. I don't give a fuck about views. Because whether you know what True North, he's getting me distracted, but I'll get back to what I was saying in a minute. What you don't know, True North Transparency, is that all your supporters, they're not legitimate. They're not legitimate. The only supporters that you have, the only fucking supporters that you have are other content creators. What you think are supporters are more than likely people trying to encourage you to get your ass hemmed up. That's what they're doing. But you're not intelligent enough to see that. I could probably say that a large portion of your fucking subscribers or your so-called supporters are nothing but a bunch of fucking psychological operation agents trying to get you hemmed up. You don't know it because you think you're cool. Your little fucking ego has got your head so swollen up that you think you're fucking cool, and what you're doing out here is some fucking awesome journalism, First Amendment protected activity. You're going to get your ass fucking whooped. I guarantee it. It's a matter of time before one of you fucking clowns get your asses whooped. I can't wait for it, dude. You can come in here and insult me all you want. But guess what? Did you watch my video from yesterday where I talked about going and meeting fucking people? I'm going to come and find you too. I'm going to come and find you too. And I'm going to bring my pepper spray. We'll see how you want to battle pepper spray versus pepper spray. You're a fucking coward. I know you're a coward. A real man wouldn't fucking behave like you do. A real man would not behave like you do. A real man would not behave like fucking your little boyfriend, Ian Pfister here. Your little fucking boyfriend, Ian Pfister, is just as fucking cowardly as you are. His first response was, you want to get some pepper spray in your eye? You guys aren't men. You're little bitches hiding behind the First Amendment. That's a fucking fact. I know you do it for the cash, loser, and you're gonna not only get your ass handed to you, but you're gonna get fucking sued. You're going to get sued, and everything that you got coming through your AdSense, your fucking PayPal, your Cash App, whatever platforms you use to collect your fucking your shekels, somebody's gonna take it from you. It's just a matter of time. It's not if. That's a given. I guarantee you it's going to happen. The only question is when. Do you think pepper spray is going to help you? Do you think pepper spray will help you if I come and see you face to face? You really think that you're some fucking... Dude, you fucking got your ass handed to you by that dude outside that Greek restaurant. You were scared like a fucking little girl. Your first response was to call the police. Your first response. You challenged him, told him that you're going to get hurt. I watched you walk away like a little bitch. I watched you walk away like a little bitch. I think it's fucking funny. The only one, this guy, True North Transparency, why don't you get Ian Fister's dick out of your mouth, bro? Why don't you get Ian Fister's dick out of your mouth, bro? Ian Fister doesn't even have the fucking balls to fucking come in here. The other was Slack S3U is him too, Lynette. So zap that one too if you need to. What's up, Tony? But this is the fucking joke. These guys are fucking jokes. I'm telling all you. I've told fucking freaking media. I've told Matt. I don't give a fuck he's got that gun on his side. I don't give a fuck if Ian carries fucking pepper spray. You come and fuck with me, you'll find out who a real man is. I know, tough talk. I know what I'm capable of doing. What you guys are going to do is you're going to find out. You're going to find one fucking guy out of all of these people who've had enough, and somebody's going to get really fucking hurt. I'm a joke. Here, how many, you see how pathetic these guys are? They got to run from one account to the next. I'm going to come and find you, TNT. I will find you. If anybody on the internet is a man of their word, I will come and find you, and I will fucking give you a taste of your own fucking medicine while you're on the street. I am that fucking guy. Yeah, you can time them out. I don't give a fuck. Let them continue. They're a bunch of fucking pussies. That the fact that they got to come in here and run their fucking mouth like they do, they know what they're doing is despicable fucking pathetic behavior. That's why they come in here to try to defend themselves. There's nothing to defend. So anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. This fucking guy, Ian, is harassing and stalking people and doing nothing. Tell me he's not a peeping Tom. Tell me he's not a fucking peeping Tom. Right here, Michigan Constitutional Crusader and his fucking kid were in Ohio, in Bryan, Ohio, and they were filming through a window into a boutique, and they were watching some woman undress. I don't know whether it was through a curtains or whatnot, but you guys are going to keep fucking around, and you're going to find out. Michigan Constitutional Crusader, he's got literally at least 4 convictions. He's got 4 convictions on his fucking record from playing around. Playing around with his First Amendment fucking right. Oh, yeah. Apparently, you're the one who's butthurt. I'm here doing what I do, whether you're in here whining and crying or you're not. TNT. How many accounts do you got, you loser? How many fucking accounts do you got, you fucking loser? Before you guys time them out again, answer the question, TNT, you fucking loser. How many accounts do you fucking got, bro? How many fucking coward accounts do you got? Well, all right, too late. So anyways, these guys are always out fucking harassing people, and I'm willing to bet. Who wants to bet? TNT, you want to put some fucking money where your little dickhole mouth is at, boy? That one of you guys are going to get your asses handed to you? You ain't met the right motherfucker yet. That's the only thing that is saving your asses, that you haven't met that right guy yet. I'm the butthurt loser. I'm a butthurt loser. I know that you guys wouldn't do this shit to me. I can guarantee you that, because I'm willing to go to fucking jail. I'm willing to take a misdemeanor assault charge and beat your ass. You fuck with my family while I'm out eating. You fuck with my kids while I'm out eating. And my grandkids. That pepper spray is going to get shoved up your ass sideways. You can guarantee it. And I'm a concealed fucking carrier too. Touch that fucking gun on the side of your hip. I don't give a fuck if I know you or I don't know you. Run around like a fucking idiot, acting like you're all cool with a fucking gun on your hip, pepper spray in your pocket. All you idiots. So as I was saying, this guy, this video, the point of me sharing this video is that he's literally immediately threatening to pepper spray people. This information right here, this video right here, is going to be potentially evidence of a pattern with you fucking dumb shit, Ian. You don't get it. You think that you're going to walk free from this? Your only hope is that the victim doesn't show up and testify against you. That's your only hope. I can't confirm or not confirm whether they're, because I didn't speak to them, but I'm almost certain that they're going to be there. But if they don't, doesn't mean it'll go away. They could always come back at another time. But you guys are going to find out one day that your little games are not going to be tolerated by certain men in this world. And then you got Pam Cam running her fucking mouth. I know, I've dated a couple of chicks that would beat the snot out of you, Pam. Seriously. I dated a couple of chicks that would mop the fucking floor up with you. Here you are. Here he is again. Here he is again. Oh, wait, is this Wolverine Transparency? Or is this True North Clip? Oh my God, here. True North Clips, Wolf, how many TNT Unfiltered? How many fucking counts does this guy? TNT Strong and Free. Let me see. Slack S3U. Oh my God, dude. You are fucking desperate for attention, bro, aren't you? I'm Not a Man. Where you want to meet at? Wolf T4R. Where would you like to meet at to see if I'm a man or not? Snitch Patrol. Sounds about right. And I date your mom, your woman. I date women, your mama, boy. This is called confession through projection when they come in here and go, you date men. That's called projection confession. So, anyways, I've dated some fucking women that would I dated women that would mop the fucking floor with Ian. And you, True North Transparency. I'm tough. I'm strong. I cut steel with snippers. I'm such a strong man. Really? Do you know how to fight? Can you defend yourself? Can you fisticuffs when somebody comes at you? When somebody on the street has had enough of you doing what you do and they start tossing you around like a rag doll, what are you going to do? Tell them, look, my fingers are really strong from using snippers on steel. Here we go. This is the funny shit. This is, again, every fucking buddy on the internet, the only thing that they have that they can use in their little arsenal, the only fucking defensive fucking thing that they can come up with, the best that they can come up with. I've had, listen, Joseph V5Y. I've had James Springer, aka James Freeman, in a live stream. He couldn't come up with anything, no defensive argument at all. The best thing that he could come up with is calling me a faggot. So do you think that you guys, you little pissant motherfuckers who are you? Who are you? Nobody. Do you think it bothers me? I got millions of fucking people that like to say that word to me. Oh my God, it hurts my feelings. Doesn't bother me at all. I just find it very funny that, yeah, AKA Grande Johnson. Actually, there you go, Jethro Miller. I think you were in that live stream when he called me a faggot when I was telling him he was a government plant, a shill, a great radicalizer, gatekeeper. Dude, best that he could come up with when I'm telling him that I know that he's a government plant and he works for fucking Big Daddy to radicalize you fucking retards like these idiots that are doing these First Amendment fucking audits right now. I bet you ask every one of these guys, yeah, James Springer's my hero. I'm literally in James Springer's fucking live stream calling him out for the bitch ass fucking shit that he is, the shit that he does. And the best response was to call me a faggot. And then you got the one-armed fucktard Wolverine Transparency in the chat sending him 5 $100 super chats and talking shit about me. I got the screenshots. I still got it fucking screen recorded. Whatever. It doesn't much matter. And they're like, he's got guns, but you don't scare me. I got guns of my own. It's fucking hilarious that the best thing that you guys can come up with is attacking me with silly little fucking derogatory. You're gay. What you guys are doing are committing fucking. How did I do? I didn't fucking do it, you dumb fuck. I said Wolverine Transparency did it. I got plenty of money. I wouldn't waste it giving it to fucking James Springer. Fucking idiots. How'd you do that being so broke? How am I broke, Langford? How am I broke, Langford? You live in your mommy's basement, and I'm broke. So anyways, Pam Cam, another fucking idiot with a bunch of fucking videos. Another idiot with a bunch of fucking videos of the same shit. Surprisingly, she's got 7,640 viewers or subscribers. And she's got the same thing about her. She's been around since 2011. Psycho care. Everything in every one of their fucking videos are the same. Butthurt Darren's at the dispo. The Wambulance needed. Psycho Karen assaults me. Useless law enforcement in Grand Rapids. Well, useless law enforcement you guys are always trying to use them against other people. They want you trespassing. Bank completely shuts down. Look at all of the same fucking videos over and over and over again. It's the same titles in every fucking video that they got. With a slight variation of every fucking video. All the videos, all the purple fucking letters, all the purple writing. It's all the same shit. Every one of them has the thumbnail with "Get out of my face." The next one is unauthorized recording. The other one is "Don't fucking touch me." It goes on and on and on. Get a job. You need to leave. It's just yeah, you guys need a job. You really do. Get a fucking job. But guess what? You can't get jobs because you don't have any viable skills. And nobody would fucking hire you. And this is the type of shit that you fucking do. This is how you earn a living. What do you want, Goblin? Fucking bugging me, dude. Fucking guy calls me the other day and I can't answer his phone because Facebook wants me to update my messenger. And then I update it because they kind of forced me to do it. And then I lock my shit. And I call him back and he goes, "What do you want? Is it important?" And I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot, dude. You called me." Fucking retards out here, man. So anyways, this is the type of shit that you're going to get watching these guys. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same shit over and over and over and over again. How many times can you guys watch the same shit over and over? So this is what brings me to the point and to the conclusion that the subscribers and the viewers, they're not legit. Because nobody in their right mind could sit here and watch the same shit over and over again. It's redundant. It's a waste of fucking time. Unless you viewers are recluses, you're shut-ins, you got no lives, you're loners, you sit in your house 24/7, you're living off the government's wallet, and I don't know what it is, but nobody in their right mind be watching this shit like they do. Sending me shit, Goblin. Fucking goofball. You call me. Look, she has a way bigger channel than you. This is what you guys base fucking your character on, is having a channel bigger than mine. She's a shitty human being. It doesn't matter. She's got 1 million fucking subscribers. She's got 1 million fucking subscribers or 0. She's a shitty human being. What does that mean to me? It's priceless. Nah, he's not fucking gone. I talked to fucking Broken System, Broken Trust the other day, and he said he talked to fucking Matt. So he might be in jail somewhere, but I don't know. I don't really care. She has a way bigger channel than you. She's got a way bigger channel than you, CC. I got a bigger channel than you, CCW snitches. Look at that. Huh, touche, huh? CCW snitches. I got a bigger channel than you. Fucking loser. The fuck out of here. You want me to call MCC right now, see if he answers? He's probably watching. Here, I'll call him right now. While we're live on the air. I know the numbers are fake. I told you about that. Answer your phone, Matt. I know you're watching.
Yo.
Hey, he is alive. Hey, somebody thought you had a heart attack. You were in jail. What's up, man?
What's up?
Say hello to everybody.
Yeah, I know you're live.
I know you were. I know you're watching me. So what's up? How you doing?
I'm on a fucking lies about me.
What lies did I tell about you?
I was never lurking around in the elementary school.
You got that fucking stalking charge. They accuse you of being around a fucking elementary school.
No, they didn't. You didn't read the police report, did you?
Dude, I got you your fucking appeal paperwork because your lawyer never sent it to you. You remember?
Yeah, but it was not an elementary school. It was a school administration building.
Oh, okay, well.
It was attached to the village offices, which was the reason I was there.
Well, it wasn't a lie. It was misinformation.
Okay, misinformation. Right?
So let's clarify the record. Matt from MCC was not outside of a school lurking. He was outside of the administration building for the school, which is attached to the city offices. How's that?
Yeah.
I clarified it for you.
The city offices originally.
All right. Well, you want to come up here? You want to come up on the channel, or you good with talking on here?
I'm talking on this shit.
Well, there you go. Well, I've tried to contact you a few times, but you refused to answer my call. Figured you were mad at me.
No, it's just when you call, I'm busy doing shit. I can't answer.
Somebody thinks that they're getting to me. They're putting my real name in the fucking chat like I give a fuck. People are fucking idiots.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, there you go. See, this is the thing, is that you get retards like Collins J5D2G who want to say my real name. I don't give a fuck. I got fucking cases all over the fucking place. It doesn't mean anything to me. That's my name. Don't wear it out, motherfuckers. So anyways, are you going to go and be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm losing my cool, bro. I'm losing my cool, man. These guys don't know me too well. I got some ice. I got a big gulp right here.
There you go.
So you said you're going to be here tomorrow, or be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool. You're gonna go inside and record too?
They request permission, so I don't know if they'll let me.
Well, I could say that you're my assistant.
pass.
Yeah. I got a poll pass.
No, seriously, from the United States Press Agency.
Oh, okay. Well, then you gotta request it though. You gotta request the media coverage.
Right.
So, anyways, for those of you here in the chat that are listening, we're talking to Michigan Constitutional Crusader. Say hello.
Hola.
We're talking to Tater. Fucking Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you tried to do an asshole with the camera.
The asshole with the camera. And how many times have I told you that I don't think what you guys are doing is fucking cool?
Hey, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, I am. But I have told you that, now haven't I?
That opinion.
No, I wouldn't hope that you do. I just don't think that that's, productive content to me. That's just, you guys do whatever you want to do, really.
Well, it's not, maybe it's not the best way to go about it, but it does educate the general public, which is the goal.
Well, I guess there is some education value to it to a degree, but do you see how it can escalate very quickly at the drop of a hat?
Yes.
Is that, something that you guys are prepared to deal with when it does happen?
Yes.
Do you think pepper spray is going to stop everybody?
No.
How many exactly? How many times has Steve freaking media pepper sprayed somebody that you know of? I thought it was at least 5 times. I could be wrong. It might be 3.
I think it's only 2 or 3.
Does he ever get charged for any of those?
Nope.
I don't know how he didn't.
They tried to charge me in Grand Rapids for pepper spraying a girl that came at me with a knife.
Well, in all reality, I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree with pepper spraying somebody come at you with a knife.
Right.
But what Ian did, he's fucked, bro.
I don't think so.
Well, how do you
especially when you look at it from that across the street view? That dude come out the door charging directly at him, and he warned him 3 times before he sprayed him. And he was retreating. And in Michigan, it's a stand your ground state. You don't have to retreat.
Yeah, but
Ian did.
It's a reason. It has to be reasonable as well.
It's not reasonable.
Well, look at the factors of what created the situation, and the fact that the police officer sitting in
the people in that place were ignorant of the law. They were rude as hell when Ian did talk to them.
Well,
I was sitting there on my video commenting about how cool everything was and checking out the meat prices and everything. I was gonna plug the place, but then they acted stupid as hell. I mean, you've seen my videos. When people come out cool and cordial, we let them advertise the shit out of their business. We're not about confrontation like everybody thinks.
Well, when you allow people to plug their businesses, your tagline in your videos, you don't do a video specifically edited for those businesses. You guys don't post anything above and beyond some catchphrase that brings people in, and then if there's some advertising in there, then it gets tossed in. It's not specifically with the intent to advertise for them.
I have done a few videos like that, really. Not very many, but a couple videos like that where I'm just showing that specific business because it was so fucking cool.
Well, I haven't watched your stuff in a long time to know exactly what video that is. I'm not saying that you didn't do it, but I'm sure you probably did.
Another thing you said, I was never recording somebody changing in a boutique.
Was that Tater Tot? Was that Tater Tot?
No, neither of us. They accused us of that, and then they later retracted the statement.
Well, what if, okay, I stand corrected. The video that I watched made it seem like you guys were charged with, or being arrested. Your kid took off running. You know, so
I couldn't fucking believe he did that. I'm like, what the fuck? And he wasn't even recording. His camera was dead.
well, let's just say, what if one of you were to put a camera up to a window and there was somebody in there in a boutique and the curtain to the dressing room was open enough where you could see something and you caught that. That's going to get you hemmed up, man. Am I wrong?
If I stood there and recorded it on purpose, yeah, that would get me hemmed up.
I don't even think it has to be on purpose.
Something like that, when oh shit, turned away, and then I never posted that part of the video. No, it wouldn't get me in trouble.
Well,
it's unintentional.
You do realize that we're living in a police state, and that anything that you do, they're going to attempt to try to prosecute you and to make a mountain out of a molehill, whether you intended to do it or not.
Well, they can try.
Well, do you have money for a fucking high-paid attorney to defend you from these things? If you were to be charged?
No comment.
Right. And that's been one of my big issues from the beginning, when me and Dying to Live used to do videos, and we had SGVT or SJVT in there, fucking Springer. We had fucking all the big channels in there, Denver Metro Audits, and they were all in there fucking arguing, yelling, screaming, and fucking bitching. And like Cliff, when he would, what's that channel that he had? He did panels back in the day. Anyways, this has been my complaint all along. You guys can do whatever you want, but I've told you my opinion, where I don't fuck around to find out and then not have the money to the bond out or to pay for an attorney. That's just, then you're stuck with a fucking court-appointed attorney who's going to fucking railroad you. And then if you need to hire an attorney like Ian here, he doesn't even have the money to pay for the attorney. He's got to ask people to fucking donate. And he better hope that his attorney doesn't fucking withdraw for non-payment, that he's going to get stuck with a fucking court-appointed attorney. Because they will do that, you know.
Well, I can't comment on his situation because that's not my business to air. But
well, I know he's your buddy and all, but I'm just stating what I see and from what I know, and he's going to find out in the long run. You know, like I said, I don't have a problem with the First Amendment shit. You know, doing the police audits and whatnot. You know, and some of that I even disagree with. Hell, I went out with you guys that one day just to observe, and you see how hot-headed I can get.
36 days from court.
Yeah, I can't do it. I would never even attempt to do it.
Right.
You know, and I don't know. I just see things that this isn't. You know, this isn't very productive. It's not. You know, not nothing against you personally. Like I said this before. I've met you. You've been to my house. I've been to your house. We've hung out. I think you're a nice guy, but I just disagree with what all this shit's doing. Amagansett Press doing what he does fucking constantly. Pepper spray to old guy. You got fucking Liberty Troll pepper spraying an old lady. No, come on, man. Tell me that wasn't necessary. You know, you might not want to give your opinion, but that was fucking straight up bullshit, dude. Seriously.
I don't know as though I've seen either one of those.
Well,
I remember seeing Amagansett pepper spray that lady that tried to run him over with her car.
No, this was an old guy outside of CVS in Arizona like 2 weeks ago.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
He literally fucking pepper sprayed the guy, pulled his pepper spray out, all prepared to do it. It seems as if there's a newfound niche in the First Amendment community is pepper spraying people for clicks, likes, and views, and I just find that pretty fucked up, bro. You know, I didn't see you pepper spray anybody, but the chick with the knife, I can understand that. But some old lady that he's recording, Liberty Troll, is recording some old lady outside of a dispensary. He doesn't know if she's sick, got cancer, got fucking medical issues, and she's, you know, going through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you fucking, it's a little old lady, bro.
You to defend yourself.
It's a little old lady, man. Little skinny little old lady, fucking 100 pounds.
So you're just supposed to let the little skinny old lady attack you?
Well, I would imagine that, you know, I know that I wouldn't pepper spray a lady. There was another guy, I forget, not change the subject, but there was another guy, fuck, what was his name? Freedom of something, freedom. I don't know what his name of his channel was, but he was outside of a drugstore or somewhere. Some lady was all up in his shit, knocking his hat off, hitting him, fucking doing all kinds of shit, and he never did anything to her. He just kept trying to avoid her, and then she was trying to leave, and he went and stood behind her car, and she kept bumping him and knocked him down, and then he stood in front of her car, and she tried to fucking leave, you know, real slow, and got on the hood of it, and you know, it's like, you know, one video I can say, yeah, you attack a guy with a knife. I guess you could say fucking, you know, you're gonna get pepper sprayed, but have an old lady like go to touch your camera, or an old guy go to touch your camera, and then fucking pepper spray him. You know, there's, you know, from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Right, but at the same token, if somebody's going to grab your shit, you have to defend yourself and your property. And pepper spray is the least dangerous way to protect yourself. It's much better than punching somebody in their eye.
Well,
as far as damaging a person, you know what I mean?
you know, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, the best way to have avoided the situation was not be standing outside of a dispensary recording people fucking getting their fucking their CBD oil or their flour or whatever they're doing. That is literally instigating, dude. You got to admit it. You have to acknowledge the fact that it's fucking some pretty harsh shit. Nobody wants to be filmed being recorded while they're going to a dispensary, especially some dude that doesn't want his boss knowing that he smokes weed or whatever.
Or in a bunch of different dispensaries, and I've had some great conversations with some of the customers at the dispensary. It's usually the owners or the employees that have a fit.
Well, the ones that I've seen, it seems to be the customers have a problem. Like Liberty Troll was attacked by a guy who brought a fucking baseball bat, was going to whoop his ass with a bat. You know, that's what I'm saying, is that you guys can do whatever you want to do. You know, content is content, I guess. But one of these days, somebody's going to fucking do something pretty fucking drastic. Whether it's a content creator or it's somebody who's being recorded. It's inevitable, bro. It's going to happen. The odds are not in the favor of everything being peaceful until the cows come home with this shit.
There is that possibility.
Well, like somebody said in there, said Liberty Troll using the sauce on that old lady wasn't a last resort. He could have ran away. Well, the defense on that is, well, it's a stand your ground state. I don't have to run away. But that's the whole point of these guys doing this shit. That's the whole point of these guys doing this shit, is because they need the clicks, the likes, and the views. Am I wrong? That's the whole point of being online. If even hell, I've heard not heard, but I read not Liberty Troll, excuse me, Ian from Welcome to This World, in his comment section, he responded to somebody that said, "Oh, nobody wants me to stand outside the business and do this, but when I don't do that, nobody watches the videos." Well, no shit. So he's openly admitting that he does what he does for clicks, likes, and views in his own comment to somebody questioning why they do that. And I think that he's not very smart by posting that stuff, because they're going to use it against him. Any prosecutor worth their weight is going to fucking bring that shit up. Is going to show motive. So I don't know. I just it's fucked up, bro. It's just my opinion. I know that I'm the odd man out when it comes to the content creators. I get it. I'm a content creator too, but I don't need that shit to fucking make content.
Right.
Somebody else said Ian prematurely ejaculated his sauce. You know, and that's the thing is that, like Amagansett, when that old guy asked him, "Hey, could you delete the photo, the video?" and Amagansett response is, "It's broken. My delete button is broken." That right there, that response, that's not fucking seriously. Come on, it's going to irritate somebody when you do that. And just like I heard you say to the fucking van mule, he said, "Where are you from?" He said, "My mama." Well, okay, whatever you said, but it was simple. And I was like, "Come on, Matt, you know, you fucking smartass." See, you know, I
sent it to the chief of police. You mean?
Yeah, whatever his name was. Yeah.
He thought it was funny.
Well, of course he did. He's in a position where he's not trying to fucking have any confrontation at the moment. It was fucking cold. He didn't want to be out there. I agree with him. Why would you pick the coldest, rainiest day? But you did. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. You got the floor. You say whatever you need. Whatever you need.
Oh, too much to say.
Well, what you think that Ian's gonna skate on this? How do you think that's gonna happen?
I really don't know. I'm hoping, you know, that it ends here, but he might have to go to the next step and go to appeals court to get it gone.
You know how much he paid his lawyer to defend him in the criminal case. I'd be shocked if his lawyer files any sort of appeal without charging more.
Right.
My lawyer, you know, 2019, it cost me, $13,000 in lawyer's fees. No, wait.
No,
it's 5, 6, 7.
He's gonna be the receipt back in the day.
Yeah, it was 6,000, 7,000 for my appeal attorney on top of my criminal defense attorney. I think I paid out 16 grand altogether.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while. I got the receipts, but yeah. So it's, you know, I don't know. You know, I sit here and I watch this shit and I'm like, you know what? One of these days, one of these guys out here like is gonna fucking catch somebody on a bad day, and somebody's gonna be sorry. You know. So, but when it comes to, are you familiar with St. Clair County?
A little bit.
What do you know about them?
They're tyrants.
And so why did you guys choose fucking St. Clair County?
To shine a light on the fact that they're tyrants.
Well, that's, you know, I could have told you that, but they're not going to give in. They're going to, you know, go balls to the wall on the shit. I'm surprised they haven't charged them with more. Like you said, they were going to charge them with habitual. You know, that gives you half the time of what the maximum is. You know what I'm saying? If it's a 2-year felony, then a habitual will give them another year, so it would be 3 years. And being in St. Clair County, I highly doubt if a jury is going to side with Ian. He may have to go through they may get the pound of flesh out of him. And it doesn't mean he's not going to get out of it, doing any time or whatnot. He might appeal it later, but they still got the pound of flesh out of his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Time will tell.
I tried to. You seen my video? Did you see my video, or did you watch his video where I tried to get him to talk? Ask him a couple of questions.
I think I watched his video.
Right. Well, did you see when he calling me a moron and Pam was calling me a scumbag?
don't think I heard that part.
Yeah, he called me a moron. And she was calling me a scumbag. And then I thought to myself, well, what does that make you guys? If I'm recording you in public, what does it make you when you record somebody in public? What's the difference of me doing it to them or them doing it to somebody else? You see the irony there? And I was just sharing that video that you guys are out in Fenton. And he's too quick to fucking say, I'm going to pepper spray you. That's not going to look good for him in front of the fucking jury. I know how the courts work. You know how the fucking system works. You've been charged plenty.
That guy basically tried to sit on Pam's lap. I mean, that was fucked up what he did. We don't do shit like that. We don't get in people's faces or try to sit on their fucking laps. That dude went way too far.
Well, he sat on a park bench. It'd be no different than what I thought about that was no different than being in a public bathroom where there's 10 fucking urinals in a row and you're at the end urinal and some fucking dude comes in and stands at the urinal right next to you and wants to piss when it's like, dude, the fuck, you couldn't go 2 over? You know what I'm saying? Sitting next to her on a park bench is no different than, just sitting on a park bench. Yeah, was he doing it to aggravate her? Fuck yeah, he was. Same reason why he thinks that you guys are doing it to aggravate them when you're recording shit. It was just him doing something, outrageous. He didn't break the law sitting next to her. I don't think that he sat on her lap. He slammed down on the fucking seat next to her.
But then when people wave, we flip them off, not wave back.
You flip them off and don't wave back?
No, you didn't hear what I said.
No, I didn't. Go ahead and repeat it.
If we were just out there to antagonize people, then when people smile and wave at us, we wouldn't smile and wave back. We'd flip them off.
Right.
We're not out there just to antagonize people.
Well, I guess it's subjectable when people are watching this stuff. I find it very difficult, to agree with the numbers that I see when it comes to these channels. I can watch like a law and crime channel, like a lawyer channel or something like that, like Shizzy Woosnut, it's a pretty popular channel. They had I don't know how many subscribers they got now, but they had 50,000 subscribers. And when they were live, they'd have 8, 9, 10,000 people in there. And the chat was going nuts. And then I watch James Springer, who's got, 30,000, 25,000, or no, he's got 15,000 on his fake news network. And he goes live. He barely gets 150, 200 people in there. The same thing with DirectD. I pointed out to him. Same thing when Lackluster did his 1 million subscriber video. He promoted it for a week. Told everybody he was going to be doing a 1 million subscriber live stream. He went live at 1 million fucking subscribers, so it would flip 1 million while he was live. There's only about 3,000 people in there max. That tells me a lot, because I've been paying attention to these numbers for a long time. And that says a lot to me, like these numbers are inflated by YouTube. I've told you my theories about this shit on YouTube. I know a lot of people don't believe me, but there's patterns, and watching these patterns and these, dude, I think one of the last times I talked to you, right around that time, probably, 6, 7 months ago, I was watching some live streams. I had Chuck Bronson watching him. There's 150 people in his chat, or I don't know, maybe 120, whatever it was. And then another channel went live. I don't remember who it was, another First Amendment channel. And then between those two channels, Bronson lost, 50 subscribers, and those 50 went over to the other channel that went live. And then another channel, Bay Area Transparency, for actually that's who it was. He went live. So there was 3 live First Amendment channels. And across those 3 channels, there was only 170, whatever the number was. They just went from Chuck Bronson's to the second channel to the third channel. I'm pretty certain that there are very limited amount of people that are watching this stuff. I went out into the streets for a while. I didn't record it or nothing. I was just out doing a little, questioning of people and saying, hey, young people, like 25, 30, 35, shit like that, all ages really, and ask them if they watch YouTube. And they're like, yeah, I watch YouTube. And then I said, what kind of content do you watch? And they would say, oh, I watch this or that. And so I would say, do you watch any of the channels where they do cop watching, where they record the cops, stuff like that? And every one of them were like, yeah, I've seen some of it. And I'm like, do you watch it on a regular? And they're like, yeah, I watch a lot of it. And I'd say, well, who's channel that you watch most, or who can you tell me who these channels are? And nobody, literally, I'd say I didn't like do it a lot, but I asked like a couple of dozen people, maybe 3, 2-3 dozen people, and they literally had no ability to tell me who they were watching. And most of them who did tell me who they watched told me they were watching Long Island Audit. And I swear to God, bro, I seriously fucking said, I said, do you know who James Springer is? Or James Freeman? I say, he's the dude with a red beard, and and I would describe him. They're like, no. I say, don't you watch Lackluster? And they're like, no, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, how the fuck do these people not know who Lackluster is? Everybody, even one of my best friends, told me he was watching shit. And I'm like, who do you watch? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't really watch them that much.
Yeah, they just watch it when it pops up in their suggested videos. They don't subscribe or nothing.
Well, if people don't subscribe, how do they have these fucking numbers that they got? How does James Freeman got 500,000? How's Lackluster got 1 million? It's because it's YouTube, bro.
When it comes to the younger crowd, that's the only time they watch the 1A stuff is when it pops into their suggested videos.
Well,
most of my subscribers are from age, I think it's 40 to 60, somewhere around that area.
So you got Gen Xers watching your shit.
Yeah, basically.
I got Gen Xers and baby boomers watching mine.
Yeah, I mean, I've got people in all the, age groups, but the majority of them are Gen Xers.
Well, I from what I've studied, dude, what I know, what I've seen out here, these numbers are inflated. These channels, they don't have the subscribers that YouTube gives them. They don't. It may look like it, but at the end of the day, it ain't fooling me none.
My channel shows that I'm gaining anywhere from 150 to 350 subscribers every month, but my subscriber count never changes, besides, a few numbers here and there.
Right. Well, mine would go up. I don't know if you noticed it with your channel, but if you gain, 15, 20 subscribers, and if you don't do a video in a couple of days or whatever, it'll drop. YouTube will start taking them down. Whether they're people that is actually unsubscribing, I don't know. But I've said 3 steps forward and 2 steps back.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I can't say for certain, but I know that there's a lot of sketchy and fishy bullshit going on with YouTube and these channels, or not the channels, but in the genres, like the truther genre, the First Amendment, prison genre.
And going over to like Rumble and TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. whether people follow him or not, I don't know. But I've been around YouTube for a while, and BAT is Bay Area Transparency, running with scissors, and so to get people to go over to Rumble or to any other platform is very difficult to get them to do it. I've been listening to some really big YouTubers for a long time, and when they got booted from the misinformation during the lockdowns and whatnot, nobody followed them. Literally, nobody followed them, even though that they got some of the best content out there. Nobody followed them because YouTube is very easy to pull a video up. I've had to re-sign up for BitChute and Rumble. I don't know how many times. It seems to be a pain in the ass. So I don't know. I just see things a little differently. I'm very hard to fool. I've been around the block. I don't know if you remember me telling you, but before I found the First Amendment community, I was in the truther community. And then I realized that there are a bunch of phony, fake motherfuckers in the truther community. So then I started dealing with people in the prison genre community. And I found out that there are a bunch of fake, phony motherfuckers in the prison community. And then I found
fakes in every community.
Well, they're I'm not going to disagree with that, but it appears that these genres are here on YouTube, and they're allowed, and they're here for a purpose, and it's not to bring you content. I've been telling people about Project Pogo for a long time. There are some, and I believe, and I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again, I believe that James Springer and Lackluster are working for fucking Big Daddy. That they're privately owned, government operated. That's what Pogo is. Privately owned, government operated channels. James Springer's had 22 unlawful arrests. He's never filed a lawsuit. He runs around and radicalizes everybody around the fucking country. This is just my personal opinion. Everybody, people will disagree with me, and they'll tell you, "Oh, you're fucking high, you're delusional, you're paranoid schizophrenic." But in all of the communities that I've been trying to be a part of, for some reason, nobody would tell my story about me going to prison back in 25 years ago, because it was all sort of, I don't know why I'm like, it's a pretty damn good story. I don't know why anybody would not want to tell it. So when I was trying to be on good terms with everybody, and it just seems like, are they jealous? I highly doubt it. So what the fuck? Why would they not want to tell my story? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It just seems really weird. I'm not trying to whine and cry, just stating the fact,
Right.
Hell, I tried to get in with you guys when you guys got arrested at the water treatment fucking thing, the water authority. I tried to come down there with fucking $3,000 in my pocket to bail you guys out, and they weren't letting you out. And that's when I went with you guys to go get your property back. And the only ones in Michigan that will talk to me was Uncovering America, you, Broken System, and sometimes Wolverine when he's not threatening to fucking kill me. He won't even talk to me no more, which is fine. I don't give a fuck, but it's just like, really? I can go on. I'm not trying to fucking whine and cry, dude. It just sounds like it, but I've just come to the realization that these communities aren't what, people think they are. Is it all for one and one for all? Is that how it rolls?
And that's how it should be, but it's not.
Well, sure seems like it. I don't know. Matt Trey says he's from Flat Rock. What time are you going to get here in the morning?
I don't know exactly. It's like a 2-hour drive, so.
From where you're at to here?
Yeah.
Let me see. I know where you're at. Yeah, hour, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
something like that.
Traffic, and it's morning, it's going to be traffic. So
Yeah, 69 is pretty good. It's really not a high volume or nothing. Not going
just right around Flink, it gets really congested.
right. You'll be able to zip through there pretty quick though, especially that early. If you leave at 7, if you got gas already, not that little fucking hybrid you got, really don't need much gas. But so swing by,
It's gonna get a 10-gallon tank.
swing by and pick up fucking Broken System.
That's way
Yeah, it is, ain't it? A little bit. An hour out of the way, anyways. Half hour down and half hour back up. So, but no, were you coming by yourself?
Yep.
Who else is going to be there? I hear he's mustering up a crew to come and protest for him.
I don't know who else is going to be there.
Well, I'll be there. So, I'll see you.
Head to bed, so.
All right, we'll get you some beauty sleep.
Shit, I wish I could get some beauty sleep. I'm an ugly motherfucker.
I didn't say that. You did. I didn't say that. You did.
I've been trying to get beauty sleep for years.
Well, you have to turn into Rip Van Winkle for that, eh? Right. All right, Matt. Right. All right, Matt. We'll talk to you tomorrow, dude. All right. See you.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Michigan Constitutional Crusader on the phone. You spelled Fister wrong. It's Pfistr. But that's the first time that Matt has taken my call in a long time. So, anywho, Paul Cohen says they buy subs. I don't know if they buy subs, Paul. I'm really certain that they don't. I know Josh from Broken System, fairly well, and I know that he doesn't have the cash to buy any subs. He's been on that A&E crime and whatever it is, that show on A&E. He's made that on there a couple of times. Now, I don't know how the hell he's got nearly 200,000 subscribers, and when he goes live, he doesn't have any viewers. But at the same time, I met a guy, in 2019, I traveled from Detroit to Virginia to go and meet an underground fighter by the name of Mighty Mouse. And I kind of revealed to the world that he wasn't who he said he was. He was trying to portray himself to have been in prison because he was a ex-convict who was, using that as his YouTube claim to fame, whatnot. Well, I showed everybody that he wasn't in for burglary like he said he was. He was in for sex trafficking a woman and her 13-year-old kid out of a hotel. After I revealed that to the guy at Street Beefs, his name is Scarface, they kind of booted him out of the club, so to speak. And that dude, Chris is his name, Christopher Yarborough, he has a channel with 800,000 subscribers, but when he goes live, he can't get no more than 200 subscribers. Not even live. When he shares a video, he can't get no more than 200 views, So I could pull this channel up right now if I could think of the name of it. It's Cash something, Cash Money. I don't know what the hell it is. I ain't gonna bother, but I know what I'm talking about. I've been around the block another time. So, I don't agree with these guys, what they do. I necessarily don't even agree with what they do when it comes to auditing law enforcement, because in my personal opinion, when a law enforcement officer is encountering these content creators who are running around recording them for whatever reason, whatever occurs, it doesn't matter. They put their shit online, and these cops are not too happy with it, even though, there's nothing they can do about it. So then they have they get really butthurt when it comes to being recorded, because they believe that they're going to be put on social media. So Joe Schmo encounters, Officer Johnson, and he pulls his camera out to record. The cops they're going to react. They're going to do things that they shouldn't fucking do to avoid being put on social media. So if you don't have a platform to stand on and you're recording them, they don't know that. They're going to assume that, you're going to end up on social media. So they're going to do whatever they got to do to stop you from recording. And I've been I wouldn't say victim, it's not the word I want to use, but I've been privy to that experience where I'm recording a cop in a situation that has nothing to do with First Amendment auditing. It's an actual encounter, an organic, natural situation that I'm dealing with, my own personal business. And when I'm recording a cop, the dude attacked me to take my phone away from me. He freaked out when he seen the fucking phone. So this is what I mean when I say that I think that what it does is causes animosity between law enforcement and the public when they see a camera. Yeah, cameras are everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. That's not the point. Most cops aren't, what should I say? Ethical. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Most cops are dirty, and they don't want to be online. They don't want to be on social media, period, whether they're dirty, which the majority are, or they're not dirty. So they're going to go above and beyond to stop you from recording them. And that, to me, is harmful content when a group of YouTubers goes around recording cops, getting them all hyped up. In the instant they see a camera, they snap. Even though it's not they'll do it to your grandmother. They'll do it to your grandfather, your mama, your fucking kid. How many videos have you seen out there where the cops fucking go nuts when they see a goddamn camera now? That's what I call harmful content. Who's Moldy Potato? Furry Potato? I don't watch that shit, dude. So, anyways, what time is it? I know it's getting late. It's 10:20 here. I don't have a 2-hour drive in the morning, so I ain't gonna sweat it. But I'll probably be at the courthouse around 8:15, maybe 8:30 at the latest. So, anywho, that's my take on auditing. That's my take on First Amendment shit. When I get it. I get it. It's your right to do it. I'm not disagreeing that it's your right to do it, but is it morally acceptable in a society that doesn't want to be recorded, but you kind of have no choice because Big Daddy's recording you everywhere you fucking go. Flock cameras here, they fucking access your phone anytime they want. Cameras on every street corner. City of Dearborn just not released, but just announced that they have the first interactive system where the entire city is covered, where they can watch anywhere at any time in the city of Dearborn, and they have a command center specifically for watching people. That is 1984 Big Brother fucking George Orwellian nightmare bullshit that none of us can avoid. You go into the city of Dearborn, you're on a fucking camera, whether you like it or not. They're everywhere. Every city's doing it. I'm Generation X, man. I'm a Generation X. I'm whatever. I'm familiar with 1984 and the future and the surveillance and here we are with what's going on. And Well, that's what I was just talking about. That Matt was just texting me, asking me if I seen the drone system. Yeah, they have drones that are staged throughout the city. That's what I was just getting to. Where this interactive camera system, the surveillance system in the city of Dearborn, they have drones strategically placed throughout the city that at any given time they can open up a hatch and launch a fucking drone up in the air and get real-time incident before law enforcement and patrol cars even show up. And that I think that they've announced that they are the first city in the entire country to be completely interactive to that level and that degree. Well, these other cities aren't far behind. Well, they're probably just missing, the drones or enough drones to have complete coverage. They've got drones, they got helicopters, they got, like I said, flock cameras. Whether you understand, flock cameras aren't just to read your license plate. They do much more. You have cities, like Dearborn probably has shot spotter on every corner. There is, I've seen the short. I've seen actually it's on Detroit News, or not Detroit News, but ABC News. I could pull it up right now just to give you guys an idea and type it in. I think I saved it. It's in my saved category. Dearborn surveillance. See if it'll pop up. Here we go. All right. Yeah. This is it right here. This is share this tab instead. You see right there right here where it says Michigan Avenue, dock number 2, Michigan Avenue, drone number 1, dock number 1. This is where they have these docked near a fire station or whatnot, and they can just open up a hatch, or it's on the roof ready to go, whatever it is. Maybe I should go to Dearborn and see if they'll let me come in and do a story on this. I want to start taking ride-alongs and things of that nature. I don't know how in the fuck there ain't no sound, man. This is what really pisses me off. It's goddamn fucking videos, man. Fucking YouTube. I have to replay it. And tell me if the sound pops on. Let me know if the sound pops on. Whenever I share it directly from StreamYards, for some reason, it won't fucking do it. It really pisses me off. Fucking StreamYard sucks.
cameras to drones that launch in just seconds.
The Dearborn Police Department is rolling out a first-of-its-kind surveillance system that'll help them fight crime in real time.
Cutting-edge technology giving officers eyes across.
Can you hear it now? Come on. Can you hear it now? Okay.
The city, even in the sky.
7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed always has his ear to the ground about happenings in Dearborn, and tonight he's taking us inside the high-tech hub that's changing the way police respond. He's also showing us the questions it's raising about privacy.
So in the fight against crime, information is power, and here in Dearborn, the police have just leveled up.
Eyes in the sky and cameras on the ground.
So Faraz, welcome to our new real-time crime center here in Dearborn.
Fusus is now operational, making Dearborn the first police department to use the state-of-the-art system. Separate from 911 dispatch, Fusus lets officers monitor the city around the clock.
For example, we have thousands of city cameras that have already been incorporated into the system.
Thousands. You hear it? Thousands.
Okay. So it allows us to use those cameras, but it's really any camera anywhere in the city.
That also includes a live feed of an officer's body cam, dash cam, and even pulling in security footage from businesses.
A business.
You see that? Pulling in security cameras from businesses. Remember the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith and Gene Hackman, where the computer, the AI computer for the government was following them, and it knew everywhere they were at because it was getting into all the cameras everywhere. It's not just the movies, ladies and gentlemen. That's what really they can do.
Owner who's opted in calls 911. We immediately have real-time access to their cameras.
But how much would that?
Your Ring doorbell cameras, whether you realize it or not, when you allow them, you don't specifically decline allowing your camera to be shared with law enforcement. Look it up. They have contracts with Ring and probably Nest and God knows who else. So just, you watch the Super Bowl? I didn't, but I've been hearing about the commercial where Ring is talking about Search Party, where they can, they'll give it to you for free and they can track your dog. Well, if they can track your dog, they can track you.
Have to buy into the system.
Unlike Project Greenlight, it only costs a few $100s a year to be able to opt your cameras into the system.
911 dispatchers can also text a link connecting a caller's phone camera straight to the crime center.
If there was an emergency right now, I'm able.
Yeah, that's the movie I was thinking about, Eagle Eye. My bad. Enemy of the State did it too, but Eagle Eye was a good one.
To live stream what's happening.
Oh, wow.
It helps officers deploy the right resources and locate lost callers. But Hamido manager Kasim Risk doesn't like the idea of giving access to cameras inside his restaurant.
I don't think there should be a automatic feed going to anywhere other than the business owners.
What is your main hesitation?
Surveillance.
And so we're not monitoring your cameras 24 hours a day. Only in case of an emergency. When you dial 911, does the system allow us then access in that kind of situation?
The chief also says the businesses that opt in decide the level of police access. Plus, the feeds are logged and available to the public on the city's transparency page, reassuring Cedarland Bakery's Mohammed Sub.
Because if there is something going on, like a break and entry, whether it's my neighbors or our building, they'll get eyes on it before we can.
Saving the best for last, the department has also launched a first responder drone program, cutting police response to under 2.5 minutes.
Here's your camera that also incorporates the zoom on it's unreal, but also the FLIR ability so you can see heat. Over here on the right, you're looking at a spotlight. In addition to it, we have speakers so we can communicate with folks from a safe distance.
6 drones placed strategically across the city. And
so what's the next step? Putting AR-15s on these drones?
Also providing
Putting tasers on these drones?
Live feed to the center. And in case of an emergency, the drone can land using a parachute.
Excited about the investments that this city has made. This doesn't happen without the trust of the community. And so I'm very grateful for the relationship that we've built with our community.
It's not science fiction.
I wonder how much this is costing, how much the budget went up.
It's the future of policing. And here in Dearborn,
yeah, Minority Report. That's the future of policing.
the future is already on patrol. In Dearborn, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 News Detroit.
Great job, Faraz. Now he is.
So that should tell you guys what's going on. Yeah, the robot Dobermans, right? Exactly. So this is the world that we're in. And I think that you, or not you, but these First Amendment auditors could spend their time more wisely. I've been screaming for a long time. I even mentioned this to Matt a while back, Michigan Constitutional Crusader. I mentioned this to him a while back, that if everybody in the First Amendment genre was to get together and actually, try to get qualified immunity removed by, lobbying. I wouldn't say lobbying, but getting your representatives to see what's going on, to get involved. If you're going to be a part of the political theater, get you a ticket to the front row and start doing something, because what they're doing, you're not doing anything really. You're only enriching yourself and whatnot. It's not doing anything to assist making the world a better place, or to lessen the 1984 effect, the surveillance police state that isn't going to go away. It's only going to get worse. And that's my beef with all of this shit, is that YouTube is owned by the government, and what these channels are doing, I believe, is doing exactly what the government wants them to do through YouTube. A guy like me, oh, you only got 8 viewers. You suck. Nobody's watching your channel. It's not because I suck. It's not because my content sucks. It's because I don't put any effort into it, because I'm fucking shadow banned. You are allowed to, finger quotations, grow and to have people watch you, because you're doing exactly what the government wants you to do. Whether you're a willing participant and knowing and have full awareness that you're working for the government, and they're allowing you to be on YouTube, like James Springer and Lackluster and Audit to Audits and Brian Young from High Impact Clicks, and I go on and on and on and on and down the fucking list. But not everybody is a willing and knowing participant in the government's fucking bullshit. There are a lot of channels out here that aren't. But those channels are doing exactly what the James Springer channels are doing, the Lackluster, the Audits. They're all doing the exact same thing. So they're allowing them to remain, and they're not shadow banning them. See, this is a little too difficult and a little too deep for some of you boneheads out here. True North Transparency and the rest of you fucking clowns that want to run your mouth and go, you ain't got no subscribers, you ain't got no viewers. It's because there's a reason for that, because I am a real fucking guy. I'm not part of the police state, the putting in the country into a surveillance fucking system. I'm not chipping away at the First Amendment with my dumb fuck content. There's a difference between me and you guys out here. I speak the truth. I know what's going on. They know that I know what's going on, so they're not going to boost my channel. They're not going to put my fucking content out there. They're not going to allow me to get into the algorithms, because I'm not part of their fucking agenda. I'm the opposite of the government's agenda through their YouTube Project Pogo. Oh, I'm just talking out my ass. Go fuck yourself, Chad Brian D. Go fuck yourself. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground, and you're probably a fucking bot. So fuck off. See how paranoid I am? I've been doing this and studying this shit for over fucking 10 years. I know what I'm talking about. Eat a dick, Chad Brian. Oh my God, was that an emotional outburst? Is it unacceptable on social media? Go fuck yourself, Chad. What a fucking Chad. What's your name? Chad? Fucking might as well call yourself retard. This is the type of shit that I deal with. There's a bunch of bots. There's government. Like I said a while back, I've said it every fucking chance I get. When I put the puzzle pieces together, I can see exactly what's going on. Not everybody in the chat is a government fucking operative. There's a lot of you though. There are a lot of you, and if it's not a bot, it's some fucktard, some gang stalker, somebody trying to modify behavior. I've proven it time and time again. I don't need some douchebag named Chad to come in here and tell me I'm paranoid. Some douchebag named Chad doesn't know his dick from a fucking stick on the ground. So I've been around long enough. Matter of fact, I was just sharing information on Outlaw Morgan, which was one of the first guys that I discovered was a government operative. Let me see. Donald Ray Morgan. There, let's see what we can pull up on Donald Ray Morgan. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. Remember I told you about the guy on Facebook named Outlaw Morgan? Remember when I told you all about that? Outlaw Morgan's brother is this guy right here. North Carolina man sentenced to serve 243 months in prison for attempting to provide material support to a designated foreign terrorist organization. A North Carolina man was sentenced to 243 months, followed by a term of 3 years supervised release for attempting to provide material support. Designated foreign terrorist organization in possession of a firearm by a felon, announced Assistant Attorney General for National Security John P. Carlin. Ripley Rand of the Middle District of North Carolina, special agent in charge of John Strong of the FBI's Charlotte, North Carolina division. Donald Ray Morgan, 44, of Rowan County, North Carolina, was sentenced by a U.S. District Judge. Middle District, October 30, 2014. Morgan pled guilty to attempting to provide material support to a designated foreign terrorist organization and possession of a firearm by a felon. According to court documents, I could pull it up on Pacer right now. According to court documents, Morgan knowingly attempted beginning in or about January 2014 until August 2nd, 2014, to provide support and resources, including his own services, to the designated foreign terrorist organization, the Islamic State of Iraq, ISIL. On at least one occasion, Morgan unsuccessfully attempted to travel from Lebanon to Syria to join ISIL. Morgan also frequently used social media. Really? They knew that he was on social media using it? Wow. You don't think the government owns social media? Yeah, I got a fucking bunch of oceanfront property in Colorado to sell you. Real cheap too. So, on at least one occasion, Morgan unsuccessfully attempted to travel, use social media and an interview with an international journalist to express his support for ISIL and violent terrorist activities. Morgan attempted to travel to Syria in order to provide material support to ISIL, said Assistant Attorney General. The sentence in this case demonstrates that we will continue to bring to justice who engage in this conduct and that protecting the nation against these threats remain one of our highest priorities. Donald Ray Morgan proved himself to be a threat to national security. He traveled overseas with the intentions to join the violent terrorist group ISIL in Syria. One of the FBI's highest priorities is to stop American citizens who support terrorist organizations and ensure they are held accountable for their actions. Court documents also reveal that Morgan possessed and later sold an assault rifle in 2012 after having been convicted of a North Carolina state felony in 1997. He was initially arrested August 2nd, 2014 at John F. Kennedy Airport on a federal indictment for possession of a firearm by a felon. So you guys think that I'm fucking, God damn it, ain't even reading it. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I thought it was fucking up on the screen. But here, read it for yourself. You think I'm bullshitting you? This is from the Department of Justice Archives, the U.S. Department of Justice Archives. North Carolina man sentenced to serve 243 months. I just read from this right here to you guys. You can read it all you want. So the guy in this article is the fucking brother of Lonnie Morgan, who is Outlaw Morgan on YouTube and on Facebook. This fucking clown. I'll show you. And when I tell you guys, I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I can spot a fucking government plant from a mile away. This fucking guy, Outlaw Morgan, where's this fucking shit? This fucking clown right here. Where's his channel? He's probably got me blocked or some shit. I don't fucking know. But nonetheless, wait, was it that? I'm surprised that his channel ain't popping up. He's got it. At least it was 35,000 unless he shut his shit down. Because I was on his ass for a while and he didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that I was on his ass. Let's share this one. Shut the fuck up, Gary Wiseman. You're out of here. Go fuck yourself, bitch. You're banned. Have a nice life. Fucking cocksucker. Suck my dick, bitch. Fucking idiot. You see when they start coming in and going, this guy's a nut. This guy's a nut. You see this? You see why? You see what I'm saying, you guys? When you get these idiots that come in here constantly, these are the ones that want to fucking say the shit that they got to say to make you think that I'm not on target. Now, glad you came in here and said what you got to say now. Bye, Toronto Puppet Show. Have a nice life. Go get your sock account. So let me share this. Might not. Tell me if the sound's in here when that. Tell me if the sound fucking shows up. Because it might not. Because I shared it through StreamYards. Tell me if you can hear it, Lynette. All right.
God, I hate liberals. With thousands of hours dedicated to research, compiling data, my hypothesis through analysis has concluded with irrefutable evidence that the modern-day liberal is nothing more than a mentally retarded fuckwad. When presented with grounded evidence, backed by factual statistics, the modern-day liberal regresses to a childlike behavior. Now, in this aggressive, delusional state, be careful. This is where they start to project. Once this level of liberalism is achieved, they begin to regurgitate pre-programmed rhetoric, masked in philosophical intellect.
All right, so this is Outlaw Morgan. He was involved with this guy. Give me a second. This guy. So let me know if you can hear this, Lynette. Make sure you can see this.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here, man. I came out here to hang out with Outlaw. I thought it was gonna be normal. He seemed like a sane guy. But this fucking Bobby Lee guy, that's all it is. He's like the goddamn redneck Daniel Day-Lewis. He stays in character the whole fucking time. I can't even relax. I'm trying to take a shit. He's there. I'm trying to fucking sleep. He's there. Here comes the trolls to try to tell me that I'm the crazy one. You kind of see how they come out of the woodwork? You guys notice how they come out of the woodwork? They're nothing but lurkers. And then when I start revealing exactly what YouTube is up to, oh, you're paranoid, this guy, get the fuck out of here. Anybody you want to come out of the fucking bushes and run your fucking mouth, you're banned. So you might as well just stay in the bushes. And this guy right here that you're looking at, this is Joe Biggs. This is Joe Biggs from InfoWars. And I was buddies with him on fucking Facebook and on his YouTube channel, fucking whatever. And when I discovered that Outlaw Morgan was a government plant trying to gather names for Big Daddy for those who oppose the New World Order. Oh my God, see, I'm paranoid schizophrenic. How you're nuts. You think that the New World Order is real? Oh my God, you're paranoid schizophrenic. This guy's crazy. Come on, guys. Come out of the woodwork, you fucking weirdos. So Joe Biggs
I tried warning him, telling him, don't go over there to fucking hang out with Outlaw Morgan. He's a fucking dirty, no good fucking government agent. And he did it anyways. And Joe, guess where Joe Big ended up?
Like,
Joe Biggs.
I never wanted to come back to Texas so bad. Yeah, I think I'm changing my flight. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
And Joe Biggs is a fucking Proud Boy, too. He was a big wig in the Proud Boy business. Just like you, Dusty. You probably know Joe Biggs, don't you? Powdered pussy.
Hey, good morning, Joe Big. What the fuck, hey, man? Come down.
This is Outlaw Morgan's character, Bobby Lee.
It was a joke. It was just, I was kidding. Outlaw! I got it right here, Joe Big. You need to be. Joe Big. Oh my God. Hey, stop, man. I'm just trying to help you out.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to help you out.
Hello, what are you doing?
Well, Joe, I'm just trying to make you some breakfast. Do you like your eggs scrambled?
I love my eggs scrambled.
Well, that's good, because I got 2 scrambled eggs coming right up.
Oh, hell no.
Where you going, Joe? You ain't hungry?
Jay.
What's up, Joe?
Hey.
Ain't it funny? He's got a shirt that says fuck around and find out a long time ago. Look at that.
Is Outlaw always like this all the fucking time?
Yeah, dude, that's why I can't hang out with that.
This is neighbor Jay. He used to come in and join in the live streams and get drunk with Outlaw and talk about all kinds of crazy shit. And bye, Auditing Canada. Bye. Fucking idiots. You know what? One thing that you guys need to understand is that Canadian fucking YouTubers are all up in this pogo shit. More Canadian fucking channels are involved in this than I would have ever imagined. A lot of Canadians are involved in the CSIS program, which the CIS is the Canadian version of the CIA. I believe it, or the FBI. I can't remember if it was the FBI or the CIA. But nonetheless, all the fucking Canadian fucktards that are in the panelverse are all part of that shit. Just like that True North Transparency and Auditing Canada and all these guys. These are all fucking people who are supposed to be against the government. But they want to come into my fucking chat and tell me that I'm delusional, I'm crazy, and I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. No, I'm over to Target, and their job is to fucking do what Big Daddy wants them to do. And Big Daddy wants them to attack guys like me. This is how it's working out here. I've been doing this a long time. A very long time.
Guy anymore.
He won't break out of the fucking Bobby Lee character. It's like he's got him like a redneck Daniel Day-Lewis, like he's stuck in his character. All right, brother, man. Good to meet you. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
God damn! Come on. What's going on, man?
What's going on
Wait,
now?
where you go? Get out of here with this shit.
Dude's making scrambled eggs butt naked, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, and this right back here. Right here. Right here.
Dude's making scrambled eggs.
This is Outlaw's kid
This shit.
Dude's
on her YouTube channel. This is Outlaw's kid on her YouTube channel. Funny that this is in the background when they're recording
making
this.
scrambled eggs butt naked, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
So Outlaw Morgan's wife is a fucking Muslim from Trinidad. And if you don't know anything about Trinidad, that's where the terrorists go for a safe haven. So Outlaw Morgan ironically married an Islamic chick. His brother married his wife's sister, so his sister-in-law. So then Outlaw Morgan's brother, Donald Ray Morgan, converted to Islam when he married Outlaw's brother or his sister-in-law. And then he opened up a community center, an Islamic community center, and he radicalized. And then he went to fucking Turkey trying to fight with ISIL. You just read the Department of Justice fucking information on that. And then one night, see, I didn't know who Outlaw Morgan was. He showed up in my Facebook feed one night, and I couldn't figure out who it was. But then I later on, I figured out that a buddy of mine that I met on the Kid Rock cruise is friends with Outlaw Morgan in real life. And he shared it on his Facebook page, which then made it come up onto my feed. And I remember listening to him in 2015 and thinking, oh, this guy's got some pretty good fucking shit. He's funny, haha, this Bobby Lee character and whatnot. And then me and him were somewhat buddies, this Outlaw Morgan. And I could sit here and tell you the whole story, but point being is that I figured that he was a fucking government plant real quick when he told a story about his brother getting caught up, and then the black SUVs were at his house investigating Outlaw Morgan, which his name is Donnie and Lonnie. He was being investigated by the FBI for what his brother did. And then clearly and more than likely, Lonnie lied to the FBI. You don't even have to be under investigation yourself, but when you lie to the FBI, that's a crime. And I even told the FBI that when they came and visited me. Am I paranoid? Am I making that up? When the FBI came to visit me over fucktards on YouTube, accusing me of being a domestic terrorist, I told them, I say, hey, I ain't going to lie to you guys, because I know that if I lie to you, even if it's inadvertently, then you can charge me with a fucking crime for lying. I said, I have no intentions of fucking lying to you guys. So, long story short, Lonnie Morgan, a.k.a. Outlaw Morgan, he more than likely lied to keep himself from fucking getting hemmed up. Not being smart enough to know that you can't lie to the FBI, they knew he was lying, and they said, oh boy, you lying to me, aren't you? You lying to Big Daddy. And they were probably going to lock his ass up. Because Lonnie Morgan here, he says, I hate my brother's guts. He ruined my life. And then I remember everything that he says. Everything that he said that night. And I repeated it back to him on his YouTube channel after he blocked me on Facebook when I called him out. And then so later on, I remind him of the story that he told one late night when he had a couple of pops in him. And he's like, oh my God, wow, you remember that story? And I say, I remember every fucking bit of that story. So then I was calling him a fucking snitch and a government plant and a pogo channel and everything under the sun. And guess what he called me? Guess what he was calling me, guys? Guess what names he called me? Take a wild guess at what Outlaw Morgan mustered up in his response and what he called me. Take a wild guess. I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Ding, 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 ding. Lynette, how did you guess? How did you guess, Lynette? Why is it that all of these fake, phony fucking YouTubers always go to the you're gay? I'm calling them government fucking agents. I'm calling them traitors to the fucking American people. I'm calling them everything under the fucking sun. And the best defense that they could come up with is to call me gay and a faggot and a homosexual or paranoid schizophrenic. It's really weird that that's the best that they can come up with. You want to know why? Because that's all they got. They can't defend themselves from me calling them a government plant, government agent, a fucking traitor, a snitch, working for Big Daddy, gathering names. You tell me how Outlaw Morgan in the 2015 fucking election cycle with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, when Facebook was so fucking pro Hillary Clinton that you couldn't say a damn thing about Hillary Clinton negative, or else you would get banned and put in Facebook jail. How the fuck this little clown right here get put up to 800,000 fucking subscribers when all he did was bash fucking Hillary Clinton and was a big Trump supporter? And then during that time where he was gaining 800,000 subscribers, he started hanging out with Joe Biggs. And I said, hey, Joe, I said, you might not want to fucking do that. You might not want to hang out with that guy after I figured out who he was. And guess where Joe Biggs went? He went to January 6th. Pretty sure Outlaw Morgan was there too. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that he was there too. Pretty fucking sure that Outlaw Morgan was there too. Mayor McCheese. Bring it, tough guy. You ain't got a hair on your little fucking vagina, boy. Womp womp. I'm so scared. Fucking loser. Thought I blocked your little bitch ass. Fucking pussy. Bring the Hamburglar too and robble. Fucking retard. Bring what's the other character? The Shake. Fucking loser. You got a fucking hair on your ass to stand to me, bitch. So anyways, Outlaw Morgan here, he gained fucking 800,000 fucking viewers, followers on Facebook during the election cycle. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't fucking think so. I don't fucking think so. So then here you go. This is what happened to Joe Biggs. Here you go. For the last of these, in 2023, he was found guilty on 6 criminal counts, including seditious conspiracy, and sentenced to 17 years in federal prison. He served 1.39 years before his sentence was commuted by Trump on January 2025. But the point being is that he and Outlaw Morgan were best of buddies. They were best of fucking buddies for the longest time. And then where's Outlaw Morgan at? He never went to fucking prison. Pretty sure he was there in January 6th. He was there too. Why wouldn't he went to prison? Why wouldn't he went to prison? Huh? Media personality, Proud Boys, a convicted seditionist, blah, 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 blah. He was in the Army. And he came across a video called Loose Change. And if any of you know what loose change is, then you should know. So in the 2010s, Biggs was arrested in Austin, Texas for assaulting a police officer while drunk, but a grand jury did not return an indictment. On social media, Biggs has repeatedly posted homophobic, transphobic, and misogynistic content since at least spring of 2012. His Twitter and Facebook accounts were suspended for posting threatening shit. Well, he sure got around fucking Outlaw Morgan a lot and had a lot of fucking homophobic and transphobic content going on. And gee, you didn't see Outlaw Morgan's fucking channel being banned. Nope. Nobody finds that odd, huh? Nobody finds that odd, huh? Right. So, anyways, it's getting late. I'm proving my point that I know what I'm talking about when I talk about you phony ass fucking YouTubers that are working for the government, whether you know you're doing it or you're doing what the ones who are really working for them are doing. You're birds of a feather, so they leave you alone and they let your channel fucking be. Yeah, that's what it works. That's how it goes. So that's exactly how it works. And you notice how they come out of the woodwork? You know how they come out of the fucking woodwork and they start fucking running their mouth, calling me gay, telling me I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. You guys realize that those were all Canadians that were doing that? You guys realize that those are Canadian fucking agents that come in here and run their mouth to me? That's that True North transparency. Who else do you guys think is a fucking a government agent when they run around calling everybody pedo pogos? When they run around causing fucking hell all over the fucking internet, accusing everybody of being everything, threatening everybody everywhere, and they never get in trouble. That's called a government agent. You understand that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, good for Canada. Good for Canada. Let them be in town tomorrow. Let them fucking enjoy their visit here in the United Communist States of America. I guarantee not one of them will have a fucking hair on their ass to whomp, whomp, whomp me. Fucking pussies. So, anywho, that's what's up. You guys tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been fucking following this shit for a long time. James Freeman is a fucking government plant. Lackluster is a government plant. A bunch of them are. Like I said, Brian from High Impact Flicks, Marfugal TV. I agree with some wild fucking nut job out here who's always Marfugal, Marfugal, Marfugal. I agree. I agree that that fucking guy is some fucking government plan of sorts. Nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about Lackluster. There's nothing I can do about James Freeman. There's nothing I can do about High Impact Flicks and the rest of them. Nothing I can do about them. All I can do is call them out and share the information that I know. Yeah. Rip Curl's got the jokes. But so that's the reality of it, is that these guys are all fucking part of some fucking government program. What government program is it that you're talking about? Oh, would it be this program that I'm talking about? Would it be this program? It wouldn't be this program that I'm talking about, would it? Wouldn't be talking about this one now, would it? The InfraGard is a partnership between the Federal Bureau of Investigation and members of the private sector for protection of the U.S. critical infrastructure. Through seamless collaboration, InfraGard connects owners and operators with critical infrastructure to the FBI to provide education, information sharing, networking, and workshops on emergency technologies and threats. InfraGard's memberships include business executives, entrepreneurs, lawyers, security personnel, military, government officials, IT professionals, academia, and state and local law enforcement, all dedicated to contributing to industry-specific insight and advancing national security. What is that supposed to mean? Any of you got any idea what that's supposed to mean? Any of you have any idea what InfraGard is? This is the front.
In 2022, one of our third-party vendors suffered a business email compromise. And because of this email compromise, they were unfortunately able to reroute some goods from one of our customers in the South to a different warehouse out in Atlanta.
This is the
At the time, I called our private sector coordinator to ask for help in recovering the goods.
I reached out to a Tennessee highway patrolman who is a task force officer in the FBI office there here in Nashville. His expertise is actually cargo theft. And so between the two of us sitting there.
So you can think that this is some necessary program that's stopping, some cargo or some product being rerouted through some bogus internet shit, whatever. But that's not what it's about. That's the front. Everything's up front. It's a fucking front. There we go. You guys, there's limited information because it's going to be suppressed. Allegations linking InfraGard to gang stalking circulate in activist blogs and petition sites, but mainstream reporting and technical investigations focus on a separate documented risk, a 2022-23 breach that exposed contact data for roughly 80,000 InfraGard members. Oh, really? 80,000 InfraGard members. InfraGard stalking cases, factually. There it is. Contact data for roughly 80,000 InfraGard members, which security analysis warned could be enable harassment or targeted intrusion. Available reporting documents individual claims of organized stalking tied to InfraGard, but does not substantiate a coordinated, institutionally sanctioned stalking program inside InfraGard. Gee, shocker. FBI and journalist accounts treat the group stalking allegations as complaints or FOIA search terms rather than proven operations. This is the biggest. If you guys don't know who Intel CoPro was back in the day, then you might not understand what InfraGard is. The goal here, balanced view, the goal for gang stalking, whether it's online or in real life, is to modify unwanted behavior. Unwanted behavior could be simply an individual telling the truth about the corrupt government and trying to expose them. So they will focus on a particular targeted individual and get a bunch of YouTubers who are working for Big Daddy to harass them in their chat, to get other content creators to gang up on them, to fuck with them, to call them a faggot, to harass him, to disparage him. All of those things to dissuade that individual who's the target from continuing his activity online. You understand what I'm saying? When I have the powdered pussy telling me that I am unable to control my emotions and that's unacceptable online, it tells me a lot about what their agenda really is. It's just a little drop of the bucket in the ocean of their behavior that I witness on a daily basis. Whether anybody wants to accept the fact that it's going on or not, is what it is. You can't keep a fucking focus. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want on my channel. You don't like it? Don't come here. I speak about whatever the fuck I want. Whatever's on my mind. I don't sit here and take fucking notes and have it scripted like your government operators do, your privately owned government operators. Those guys have an agenda. They're controlled by Big Daddy on what they can and can't talk about. They're provided information on particular targets so you can harass them, so you can fuck with them. I know what I'm talking about. No, you're right. They can't keep up. That's what it is. They're not allowed to keep up. Their goal is to distract me from what I'm doing. That's how it works. When I tell you that whenever I do a live stream and there's always one person who dominates the chat with distracting comments. This is what they do. It's the way they do it. That's their goal. It's just no different than somebody recording the fucking police out in the street and the cop walks up to, oh, you can't record. And then so the person with the camera takes their attention off of the actual stop and they start engaging with the fucking clown that walks up to them to distract them. That's how it works. sleight of hand. Anyways, I know that I go off topic and I go from one extreme to the next, but it's what I like to do. And if you ain't on the same page with me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I did a video on InfraGard before. I showed you a bunch of fucking stuff where these guys were sharing information about gang stalkers, and gang stalkers were admitting that they were gang stalkers, and yada, yada, yada. I'm being gang stalked online right now. You guys don't know it, but I am. The amount of people it takes to be a gang stalker is simple 3 people. And there are 3 people who are focused on me right now. I'm dealing with 3 gang stalkers, a group of 3 at minimum. And they're upset because they suck at their job. They're no good. They're no good. And I constantly tell them that they need to go to their handlers and let them know that they need more training because they can't defeat me. They can't dissuade me. They can't modify my behavior. So I'll see you fucking little lurking bitch ass motherfuckers tomorrow. If you guys got the gall, the balls, the guts, the moxie to come and support your boy, go and do it. More power to you. I'll be recording y'all. Oh yeah, I gotta fucking clean that camera out. So yeah, I got stuff to do. It's still sort of early. I got time. So unfortunately, it's time for me to go. Yep, time for me to go. Well, you're not that far away. You're only in Flat Rock. You could have come up here. It's not that far, man. It's not that far. Oh, I'm tired though. U.S. citizen detained by ICE says agents offered his family legal status for intel. Shocker. Shocker. You mean the government did what? The government did what? No way. So yeah, your favorite YouTubers are probably a bunch of fucking scumbags, and you guys don't even know it. You guys don't even know it. Oh, there's the videos I could have done. Yeah, I had them in my... Yeah. History. Yeah. But oh well. Take it back. Take it back. You don't need it. All right, I'm out. See you.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change, I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. No motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss off, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want to taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you want to hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want to taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you want to hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.